record.
I've heard a lot of success stories off of the new method as well.
Yeah, every day it seems like people are dropping screenshots. Yeah, it works. It's, Duds always records, but just for himself. That's true. He falls asleep listening back to
He's just got a mirror behind the camera. He just sees it, plays it to himself.
it. Oh, that sounds like him. That sounds like him. Fucking hell. But no, I mean, yeah, people are dropping 3 day screenshots all the time. Like it seems like Etsy is just back. I don't know. I kind of get the vibes of Etsy from like 2.5 years ago at the minute. But the one thing that's happening now that wasn't happening back then was these report waves, these handmade violations of people and competitors just going for the throat.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, it's back, but it's just savage. It's
With a
absolute
vengeance.
savage. Yeah, yeah,
You get,
literally.
to the golden gate, you get to the golden gates of 3 days payout and then realise there's 4 people ready to snipe you.
Yeah, yeah. Or you get your 3 day payout. You know Etsy well. You know what to sell, and you grow too quick.
Yeah,
Right,
that's a
that's something
massive
you
one.
want to talk about, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So, likes of what I'm finding at the minute is the likes of if you're getting past the 3 day barrier, what most, if not everyone is, to a certain extent, having some
Hmm.
success if they've gone step by step with a 3 day piece. Um, Finding that the likes of you can of course plug your fake review in if you're doing your fake review to get your store established and stuff, but I've had stores that I've been doing some tests on that get anywhere between 6 and 10 sales in the first 48 to 36 hours. Mate, you basically might as well pull it in the bin because they're just getting manual reviewed. They're not even getting AI shut down. They're just getting straight
No,
looked at,
no.
flagged.
And you know it because you get the manual ban. You can't log in.
Yeah,
There's it's
exactly.
like it's like that fucking Amazon walk in walk out shop, right? It's just a farm of Indians just constantly analyzing the canvas, seeing what's going on,
Yeah,
and it's not AI. It's just some Indian guy watching what you're buying. That's what Etsy
yeah,
are doing. They
exactly.
probably have 1,000 Indian VAs just analyzing every single shot. They've got like just a massive monitor, and it's just got like 100,000 shops on, just constantly refreshing. Like what they
Yeah,
selling?
yeah. But the
Fuck
thing
yeah,
is now
it's
I'm testing, and then of course it could potentially become a resource in the future. Is I'm actually trying to backtrack now, right? Like, okay, I've got 10 sales in 48 hours, been banned. Right, I've got 9 sales, I've got 8 sales. I'm trying to get the numbers within a 7 to 14 day period to then be able to be like, right, lads, if you're going hard at this with some TikTok must wanted product, limit your quantities to this for this long, limit it
yeah.
to this, so that we can actually start to get a bit of a controlled method in place so that everyone's not just pissing up the wall and hoping they're getting some money out of the bank.
Well,
We can
that's
actually,
it. But it's a difficult one to track because people always ask, well, how many sales do I want? How many listings do I want? And it's like Dudslow always likes to say, it's like Etsy isn't static. It's always changing. You know, the parameters are changing. The the goalpost is always changing. It's it is tricky because it's like you get out and you're like, oh fuck, I know how to print a ton of cash and I've got all these new stores, but you can't. You have to wait. You have to be patient, right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fucking drop shippers. Honestly, they're just
Dirty
plague on the
bastards.
platform. Yeah, get them off. Get them off.
It's so hard for us real handmade artists to make
Mm.
a life living for our kids to have clothes on their back.
I
It's just
know.
shocking.
It's terrible, mate. It's terrible. You know, I generate artwork in Midjourney and I slap it in a place it mock up. Why doesn't it sell? Why doesn't it sell?
You're
You know,
using the
it's because of
whole of
drop
your.
shippers.
It is. It
It
is. It's
is.
just disgusting.
It really, really is. But right, I think 30 people in is good. Whilst this call goes on, um, I wanna work on getting some good updates out in Diamond in the Discord. So if anyone has any ideas, suggestions for what to be added over the next week or two, let us know in the call. I want to do more work on running multiple stores. All of the logistics, all of the management, how to make that a lot easier. I want to get some VA training docs, maybe some PDFs that you can download and customize to suit you. Updated product research method. And I want to bring back those weekly group calls where maybe there's like 10 people in them and we just chat for an hour. So they're all in the works. But yeah, if you have any more ideas about what to add, just let us know.
Yeah, throughout the call, if there's ideas, just do an @Jamie and we can collect them all at the end or something.
Yeah, that'd be good. But right, let's talk about 3-day payouts because, like we've said, there's been a lot of success with it. In the method, we talk about waiting, 7 days, but it's coming down. Right, we knew you could do it quicker, but the results weren't the same. So now people are getting good results waiting 2-3 days. Like it's what Dud says in the channel, right? It's not static, things change. So if you are making stores, let us know how long you are waiting and still getting those 3-day payouts. Because again, we want to keep everything updated. We want to keep everything fresh and easy. Because no one likes waiting a week, sat on their ass, waiting to make money. Right? If we can get it down to 2 days and have 100%, 99.9% success rate, that's what we want.
Yeah, on the back of that, just out of interest, there's 32 people in the call. Who has had success for the 3 days in here?
I know Big Sharpie says he's constantly opening stores. SK2.
SK2
85. I bumped it up. 85 to 90%. Okay. 100% success rate on Sharpie. Panos 2 days with a 90% success rate.
It's good to see.
It's mad. Yeah. Because, that's people from all around the world there.
Yeah. What we got covered there: Canada, some in Europe,
Greece,
some UK.
UK, obviously. Yeah. So it's nice, it's working, but now we want to optimize it and we want to make it as simple as possible. Anyone quit, a lot quicker. So we've got that initial method, we've got the initial strategy. Now let's refine it. Let's work on it, and that's what all of your feedback helps with. Because we did do a lot of worldwide testing with other people, but it was kind of in tight parameters, right? We kind of controlled the environment. So now it's open. It helps. I heard for the UK, you don't even need an SSN when opening a new store. Yeah, that's right. You don't. We don't have SSNs in the UK.
We're not completely under the control of the government.
No. We have national insurance numbers, but rarely, if any site normally asks for that, the whole of the UK would be in an uproar.
Unless you hit a certain amount of money on Etsy and then they do ask for it.
Yeah, but then you talk for a business and fucking whatnot. I heard Etsy will have future update where they have categories for like handmade, potentially allowing drop shipping in the future. I think that was in reply to Fire Freezer. Maybe. Yeah, Capo, he's fucking making memes or whatever he's doing on Twitter. I don't fucking know.
Calm down, bro. Calm down.
I don't fucking know. But no, so I mean, Etsy, it's difficult, right? Because a lot of people say they allow it now, a lot of people don't. There's a huge benefit to why Etsy would allow dropshipping on the platform, especially when they are just hemorrhaging money and a stock price that's going down and they're a public company and whatnot. But then there's also the argument where they're going to stick to their laurels. They're going to, keep it handmade, hit that market. Who fucking knows? Right? Only, big Josh Silverman knows. So yeah, I mean, we've been dropshipping on the platform now for many years, right? Yeah, we've had thousands of bans, but if they wanted to stop dropshipping, if they really wanted to stop ban evading, they could, right? If they wanted to stop dropshipping overnight, they could, and they haven't, right? They've done everything but fucking stop it. They've introduced these stupid policies, right? These 14, 20-day payouts you have to avoid. It's like, well, is that to stop drop shipping? Probably not. It's probably just to stop no shippers. Fraud.
The thing is, what a lot of people don't realise is the reason that they can't get rid of drop shipping, and the reason why they're in bed with drop shipping, is because they allow POD on their sites. POD is fucking drop shipping. You go on to Printify, it says your drop shipping needs in one place around the world. So they've got in bed, and they actually publicly advertise these platforms for you to use to create art to sell on their platform. That is drop shipping. They can't get rid of it because they're in bed with it. It's done.
Yeah.
It's just, it needs to be done properly.
And then they try and be like all cheesy with it, and they're like, well, we're going to stop mass using the same mock-ups and whatnot. And it's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you're not allowed to use this mock-up what's being used on 350 stores and also being sold as a mock-up on our platform too. Shut up. Behave.
Cop does just speed running. Wait, isn't it Cop Koala now? I think it's Cop Koala. Copter, why? I didn't read the voice note you sent me at 3 a.m. But 6-hour voice note was a bit of a piss take, mate. So I'm not listening to that.
You just let me.
I skipped through, and there was like an hour of snoring, and then God knows what else happened. But yeah, I ain't listening to that, mate.
I didn't know too soon to drop the koala jokes, but I am definitely putting my hand up saying I can sleep a lot better knowing I ain't waking up to 60 voice notes every morning.
He's a good guy.
I
wish him the best. Wish him the best.
I don't know if you shared with them, but there was actually a point where me and my partner would spend an hour and a half in the evening listening to the hour and a half worth of voice notes that this guy would send. It was hilarious.
Yeah. Every time he would slur a word, you'd take a shot, and about 5 minutes in, on the floor. Like, fucking hell. Have you gotten around to audits? I do audits a lot. There's just been loads. Some of them have been missed because it's just the system we do audits now is a bit shit, but it's a lot better than what we used to. We are always trying to. It's just hard to balance everything with the Discord updates and testing and whatnot. But yeah, they do get done. It's just, yeah, I'm lacking.
It's also prioritising, right? Like you lads put a lot of work into the 3-day method, what makes a lot more sense and a lot more money for everyone to do, rather than being out. Sorry, listening to shit. But we've had to prioritise.
Well, that's it. Normally an audit, it's about 10 minutes, right? I like to do good audits. It's like 6 audits is an hour, or I could spend an hour doing the research. Obviously we say we do audits, so obviously we don't have a problem doing them. It's just when the platform's changing so much and we need to figure everything out. Yeah, it's tricky. That's a good question, V, because that is kind of what I want to talk about, and I've mentioned it before. But yeah, we started off by saying 7 days to warm up. That's the going rate. That's the good time, right? But now with constant testing, with everyone in the Discord, with all the Diamond Boys, us testing, getting the times down, people are doing it in like 2 days. I wouldn't say 1 day. 2 days is working. Sharpie, I think he said he's opened 30 stores, 100% success rate with 3 days, and he's waiting 48 hours max. So you just need to find out what works for you. Do you want to test? Okay, I'm going to open a store at 48 hours. Do you have the resources to do that? Right? Are you okay with potentially spending, what is it, £11, $15 to open a store, and it might be 14 days? Or do you want to have 100% certainty that this is going to be a 3-day payout? Yeah. You know, we've kind of led you to the water, right? And now it's up to you in kind of how you put it all together.
How you drink it? You want a cup made up?
You'll make more than $11 back from one sale. Well, exactly, Sharpie, right? But it depends if they're fucking about. Then they open the store. They've spent 11 quid. They've opened the store. It's for 14 days, and then they've got to go again. Yeah. The other thing people talk about is the warm-ups. Okay, is the warm-up about letting emails come in or cookies too? So the idea with warming up is having a digital footprint, is looking human, right? So you want to be going onto the platform, engaging with it. After engaging on a load of other sites, you engage with Etsy a load, you look like a real person. The other thing I was speaking to Spoog about just before this call was you're kind of like your digital touching points where Etsy can see you, but you're not on Etsy, right? So Etsy own, Depop, they own reverb.com, they run ads all over the place, right? So you know, play around with going to each of their different touching points, going on reverb.com, going on Depop, browsing around there, getting the cookies for those sites. And then you create your store, and Etsy check your, browser profile, your fingerprint, and they're like, oh shit, okay, this is legit.
We also touched on the sign-ups, didn't we? Like newsletters and subscriptions.
Yeah. I actually sell on Depop and didn't know that, lol. Yeah. Etsy own it.
What's quite a big thing is don't just sign up to these newsletters. Put your details into and even use the same details you're going to use in Etsy if you need to, just to get some subs up to your emails, so that you get some emails in, put in fake addresses or whatever it might be. Just don't spam 50 newsletters, because you can just plug an email and press submit. Actually sub to somebody.
Well, that's just working on your email like, I don't know what it's called, but it's like your email score. It's like if any of you have done email marketing, maybe you've done cold outreach emails, right? You'll know that if you just created an email now, sent out a load of emails to a load of businesses, you're probably going to end up in spam. Whereas if you have a warmed inbox, right, and you send a load of emails, you're probably going to land in their primary. So there's like a score. You want to be signing up for a bunch of accounts.
Yeah.
Right? You want that email associated with a bunch of accounts. There was talks earlier about Instagram and Facebook, and then people talking about, well, I've signed up for Instagram and Facebook, I've been banned. Do Etsy know I've been banned? No. They can just use a tool to see, okay, where is this email associated with? Oh, it's there. Okay, it's got 5 social profiles. Okay, lovely. Then same again with your phone number. They're not doing a huge background check. They're not going, right, okay, here's the email here. Let's plug this in. Oh, it's banned on Facebook? What's gone on there? They're not doing that. Real people get banned on Facebook and stuff too. So creating Facebook and IG accounts is kind of like at the top level. You don't need them. You can sign up for platforms a lot easier than that. I think Dud should talk about it in the resources about some sites to sign up for, getting your email all sorted. Um, the method works fantastic, right? The method is working great. People all the time having success with it. Just tweak it around, right? Okay, I'm going to wait 2 days. I'm going to wait 3 days. I'm going to see what works for me. Um, that's the best point. Yeah. The other thing we've been seeing a lot of lately, Jamie, I've been waiting for the audit for over 2 weeks. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, you shouldn't have been waiting over 2 weeks. How long will it take? Um, I will look out for yours, Dominic, and I will try and get it done ASAP. Um, I just don't move, Panos. I'm like a fucking statue, mate.
Straight-eyed into your soul.
Yeah, I'm there. Yeah, sorry about that, Dominic. We don't like them being that long. Um, do they know if you use the same email and phone number on accounts, for example? No. If It'd be scary if they knew that.
Yeah. These sort of searches that they do are just literally soft background searches. They don't have the rights. Like you got to think there's a lot of privacy laws and so on in place as well. They can't just, oh, you want to create an account with us? Tell us everything that you have. Give us your birth certificate, your social security number, and your bank details because we're going to rob you. There is privacy laws in place that limits them to actually seeing what you think that they can see.
Hmm.
So I wouldn't think way too deep into what they can and what they can't. Just tick the boxes what's been recommended in the resources.
Yeah. But like Sharpie says, if you've got the phone number, there's no reason why not to. It makes things easier. Especially when you're signing up for things and they require one. It does make it easier. Um, yeah.
We're touching on that, like what Sharpie's doing. The likes of if there's certain sites that you're signing up to and they require 2FA, Etsy might see that you're a member of that stuff, but they will know back end wise that there's a 2FA that's required to sign up to those. So this guy's legit. He signed up.
Yeah.
He's provided a he's got a 2FA. He's got a registered account. Boom. He's
It's
legit. He's
why
not.
That's why Etsy like Gmail over Outlook, because of Gmail security, quote unquote.
Yeah. I think their security's banging.
Yeah. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
Can we use the same phone number for Gmails? You can use the same phone number for Gmails, but it locks you out for a certain time. I think now you can only make like one every
Five,
few days on it with one phone number, isn't it?
yeah, one phone number. I think it's five maximum that you can use that phone number for. But we have been seeing that the likes of they're starting to limit how many you can make in a short period of time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, SK, you can. You can. That's probably a better way to do it. Um, and then you can plug that into Etsy too. Um, just obviously make sure you have consent. But yeah, you can. You can.
I think there was someone that was asking that the other day in chat where they were in
Yeah,
a
there
different
was.
country, but they're from the UK and their parents are in the UK. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like, so, but it just takes that little bit of comms, right? Because you're going to be like, right, you're going to have to text your parents, be like, right, I'm going to need that 2FA in that SIM card. Can you give me the
Hmm.
number? They're going to have to plug it in. Then, of course, text the codes over. But yeah, it all works. It's all legit.
Do emails work the same way? Absolutely. If
I've got
your mum's okay with you using her email for Etsy and she's going to get bombarded with sale notifications, then yeah, do it. Otherwise, just make your own and warm it up. Where can I buy aged emails? Dominic, I wouldn't do that. I would not do that. I'm pretty sure Duds goes over emails in the resources. Etsy, one of the things Etsy checks is your email, so they can see the name on it. They can see the naming structure of it, right? Whatever at gmail.com. So if you're coming in and you're setting it up as, say, Dom Edwards, right? But the email is Liam Waterson 90 at gmail.com, it's bait, right? Does the first payment using an incognito account as a guest still work? Yep, that dirty fake review method still works. I just wouldn't recommend abusing it. Yo, zone up.
You see a lot of people tend to try and abuse it, and then they end up hitting with payment processing, and then some can actually backtrack that sale. That can also result in a ban on your store.
Well, the thing Etsy does too is it's a marketplace where money's being sent around, right? Money laundering can happen. You can use stolen credit cards and details and buy thousands of pounds worth of products on a store that you also own and siphon money out of a card to get it to this. Boom. So they check that. They want to know, okay, this is a brand new account, brand new buyer interacting with a brand new seller. This is dodgy. What's going on here? Oh, it keeps happening over and over and over again. 95% of their customers are brand new accounts. This is dodgy. No ETA on that. I think Duds is working on that, maybe. I think a competitor is buying purposely from that way. Fuck me. I think a competitor was buying that way from me purposely. It could be a good way to get a store shut down. Brand new accounts, buy it. Fucking tell Etsy it's a scam. Try to get the money back. Nuke 'em. Cotter's been milking accounts for fake reviews. Nice.
Cotter's making himself feel better by buying his own products.
Yeah. Fucking hell. He's only got 9 sales on that one store.
Flying.
He sends money to his friends to buy it too. He just wants to hear the cha-ching.
Yeah, that's it. Look at my
Is the delay for ads dependent on fraud score, or what is it? No, it's not dependent on that. It's pretty tricky. But yeah, it's not dependent on that fully. Yeah. I've seen accounts with 40 plus reviews from the same named account. Mate, game's the game, Liam. Game's the game.
Yeah.
Funny, isn't it?
But they're saying that you do have some stores that are legit sellers that have like these crazy people that just can't get enough of it and buy it all the time. So
yeah. But that's what you can do, right? It's like if you have 10 you could do 10 fake listings on your store and you could set them all to £1, buy them all, right? £10, sure.
10
There's 10 reviews. You can review each individual listing.
Clark ace 2 on, and then whenever you get some shiters, use another 2.
Yeah.
It's the
Is Wise still a good bank for me to use? Etsy doesn't really like Wise. Recently, it's kind of on their naughty list. It's on internal docs where the Wise sort codes and router numbers and whatnot, whatever it fucking is in other countries, is kind of like flagged. When do you recommend starting a second store? First store, $100 a day. Fast. Once you understand the platform, you understand how things work, you have a smooth operation with the private suppliers, you know the game, right? You know that when I launch this next store, I'm not going to make the same mistakes I did the first time. I'm going to get good products up. That's when you do it, right? Like V says, you know, you do want to make as many stores as humanly possible, but that only works if you know the game. That only works if you know how to actually run stores and actually make them grow and actually know how to run them smoothly, right? And that kind of leads on to a lot of people have kind of been struggling with the private supplier situation, right? Running a smooth operation, when to send things, when to do whatever, right? So, Spook, do you want to talk about that? And I'm just going to nip to the toilet.
Yeah, so the likes of your operations key, right? You need to have the fundamentals in place. So where that comes in, you need to ensure that you're in a position, and we'll use yourself fast as an example. You're on a store, you're doing $100 a day. Is that selling 2 or 3 units a day? Is that selling 5 to 6? One thing that I teach as well with the students and so on is horizontal scaling, right? You want to establish that first store with products that work, that then can be utilized or used as the start of your research to find similar products within the same sort of price range, could be higher, middle market, or whatever it might be. But you want to be sourcing these in the background with the PSs. You want to get the likes of the time, how long will it take to be dispatched, how long will it take to be shipped. You want to make sure that your data and your master file, as I call it, is up to date. You've got all your stores across the bottom on different tabs so that you can then utilize and maybe get a VA in place in time to be able to run the operation for you. You also want to make sure that when it comes to you selling, and the reason why I say the whole horizontal scaling is for the simple fact of it's easy enough to get 5 sales on a store. It's easy enough to get 10 sales on the store. It can be a bit challenging with going under the radar, selling 30 to 40 units a day, on one store. So that's where you want to be going across. What are you laughing at?
Fucking SETI.
Oh my god,
Jesus Christ. Jesus.
Anyway,
in the toilet. Fucking hell.
That's throwing me off my jump. You want to just make sure, basically, that all of your fundamentals are in place before you then start to scale to a much larger piece, because you don't want to get to the point where you're actually being you're not being proactive because you're just throwing shit at the wall on multiple stores, seeing what works, doing a shit ass job on listings, doing a shit old job on the stores, and then they're going to get nuked, or you might get 1 or 2 sales, or then you start questioning, well, why ain't this picked up like what this one has? And it turns out that you've done a really shit job because you're trying to just juggle too many things or too many plates at one time. It's really important that you get your fundamentals in place so that then your operation just flows. If it's done correctly, if you have the right SOPs for VAs, if you have VAs and so on, there's no reason why you can't have one VA doing 10 to 15 stores. And that's unheard of by a lot of people because they're like, oh, we'll have 3 or 4 VAs for that. But then it's down to the likes of the fundamentals. You get them right, you're laughing. So, do you know how many calls I've had where they're like, "Oh my god, I'm flying spook. My SEO is true. Like I'm on point," and then I just come down and just chop their legs out, and it's like this shit. But the good thing with it is the fact of you then grow like a monster after your conversion doubles, your views go through the roof, and you're like, hang on a minute, I've just got the cheat code. What the fuck's happened here? I thought I was a god.
Well, that's it. If you're smashing it when you're doing a poor job, wait until you actually fix everything.
There we go. Look, triple conversion in 3 days.
Big
with me just
zoner.
telling him for an hour, a shit job.
Big zoner. Oh, right.
I never call anyone out, but if you call yourself out, I appreciate that, bro.
It's funny though, isn't it? It is funny. It is. Right. There was someone talking about ads earlier too. And I know we always like to be organic. I think one of the videos I did go over ads. But if you're doing dollar a day ads, right, and you're making money, maybe you've got like a 3-4% click through rate, and you $1 a day ads is actually getting you sales, right? Maybe you have like a 30 ROAS on a listing. There is no reason not to up your spend. Like a good spend is like $15 a day. That can do you pretty good. Like so you'll find some products that just do absolutely crazy. Like I've dropped a load of screenshots in the chat from dollar a day ads on new stores that get sales. Right, it's spent like 10 cents and it's done a sale on like a $40-50 listing. And it's insane, and it keeps doing that. It's like if there's money to be made and money left on the table, you always take it, right? So if you have like a 1% or higher click-through rate on your dollar a day indexing ads, or maybe you just want to put a bit more money into it, right? Go for it, test it, run it for a couple days, see what happens. But you also need to consider, well, the main keywords for this listing, where am I ranking organically anyway? Right? Like, ads can be unreal on the platform. The other thing to consider too is, well, okay, I've got 15 days has passed. I've got my ads on. I've been running dollar a day ads. It's doing really well. Okay, let's up it to $20, $20. Am I going to grow too quick? Am I going to have the issues that me and Spoo talked about earlier in the call? You grow too quick, you get too many sales. Oh fuck, I'm banned. It's just a game of juggling.
But that's the thing, right? Ads is basically a cheat code. If done right, it's a cheat code for also research too, because and Etsy openly talk about this. Everbee has calls every week, for instance, where they talk about ads and SEO and so on. And ads are basically a cheat code that saves you, if you was a real seller, 6 months to test if a product is good, because you're getting in front of customers straight away. So if you're going into a new niche or a new little corner, it's worth at times, as long as your SEO tick the right boxes and you're showing it in front of the right audiences that will be buying these products, and they're buying it, there could be a potential gold mine there. Get more of those listings up that are around the same variation or the same style of those ad sales.
Mm-hmm.
Because if there's a market for it and you're spending $1 a day, and bear in mind, $1 a day will show it to 100, 200 people and you'll get 4 to 5 clicks. But if you're getting sales off of 4 to 5 clicks, that conversion rate could be absolutely insane if you put 5 listings into that same space and let it grow organically, because there's demand there. So use it as a tool within your research method so that you're not leading yourself down a path for 3 weeks thinking, I ain't getting no sales. I've had this amount of people come to my store, but no one's buying it. And then you can backtrack and actually look at, right, well, if I've had 500 people look at this product and I've had no sales, why? Do my tags reflect what the product is? Am I showing this to the right people? Am I showing it to the total wrong people so no one's buying it because it's just getting clicked on by people that are looking for something totally different, but I come up in their search? And then that way you get all of that validation, like what Panos just said. I'm just going to use that word because it fits in. Then you run away with a store in the right area with that fast track knowledge, knowing that you're onto a selling product.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
Yeah. It really does. It really can do wonders. We do prefer organic. A lot more money to be made in organic. We prefer organic. You also see horror stories of people thinking, oh fucking hell, I've done a K rev today. Oh, woo! Oh shit! I spent $200 on ads, so I've done
Oh,
800, but then I need to fulfill. Well,
yeah,
I'm not making very good margins as it is. Oh, I made $100.
yeah. The sheer amount of people that I've come across that have done exactly that.
Yeah, 1% margins, and then, yeah, and then they're all off-site ads. They're all fucking off-site. You had off-site ads and fucking paid ads, and you're in debt. Your
Don't get me
frozen
wrong, offsite
cards getting pinged like mad.
offsite ads is an absolute robbery, but
Yeah, but
fuck
if
them.
people say this, but it's like, well, you wouldn't have got the sale anyway. If you made money on it, you made money on it.
Yeah, but it's still a pain in the ass.
Wow, it's free money. Look at this. Spook. Spook is allergic to money, guys. You heard it here first. Spook doesn't like money. Okay,
Only because I get a lot of offsite ads,
that's
so
that's fine.
I get a
Spook.
lot of sales. I
Spook.
know about
Spook
it.
doesn't like money, guys. It's fine. It's okay, Spook. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, fire freezer. Etsy will only check your card when you're putting it in, and they want to know it's real, and when they're taking money from you. Sometimes, even if you owe Etsy money and they ping your card and it doesn't go through, it doesn't mean you're going to be banned. It can mean you're going to be banned if it's happening too much. I don't know the exact figure of how many pings they can do on a dead card and take no money and then you get banned. Um, but don't be worried about one or two pings on a dead card. Again, the best
Just to
thing to
clear,
do is if you're banking, you can create loads of virtual cards. Maybe you can just freeze them. And then if you do need it back, you just unfreeze it.
just to clarify, because Hatton said offsite ads are not the way to go. They are, but it's just a pain in the ass because of how much they take. If you're getting offsite sales, your SEO is golden because it's
Mm,
getting picked up by Google, it's getting picked up by Facebook. You're getting shown around the internet, so you're doing something right.
yeah.
It's just it's just a pain in the ass.
Zona,
But
that's
like
not
Jay,
completely true. We have refunds that will go out on stores that are 1 day payouts. So maybe they don't have money in the pot all the time. So there'll be a refund processed by a VA. The card's frozen. It'll come out as a failed payment, and the store doesn't get banned. Right? It'll be minus balance, but it'll just be rectified by a sale. Yeah,
the only way they kind of insta suspend is if it's like you owe them fees and it's gone past the deadline. Sometimes that can prompt a suspension,
yeah,
but if you pay it, it kind of blocks it straight away. You get like I've had it. Everyone's pretty much had it where you might have £10 in your pot and you have a refund of £15. They try and take the £5 out of your bank to make up the 15 quid. They're the ones that you won't get suspension slash insta bans for. It's just a prompt saying, "Oh, we couldn't process
no.
this." You have to just
The,
play around it.
the other thing Etsy, I think they're really cheeky for, is in their ban message, right? You can look in your account and go, oh, I'm negative £5. Is that why I got banned? Shall I pay this £5 and clear that and see if I get unbanned? It's like that wasn't even the reason you got banned. So now
Yeah,
maybe you've just
but
spent
thanks for
five. Yeah. Cheers for the money. Is Revolut Bank decent for Etsy? Yeah, Revolut Business, brilliant. Unlimited accounts. What is it, like 500 live currency accounts, 500 live virtual cards. So technically, on one Revolut business account, you can have 500 live stores. Um, don't store your money in Revolut though. I've
it's a
seen some
tricky one
horror
because like
stories with Revolut.
yeah, there's a lot of horror stories, but also what I'm seeing them doing is actually providing agents sort of thing that kind of touch base with you on a regular basis with Revolut Business. And if you've stated when you've opened your account that you're going to have a cash flow into their establishment, of 10K plus, for instance, a month, and then you're not really hitting it, they kind of want to ask why and question. So you just got to be wary of taking too much money out of them if you're looking to utilize and use all of their functions, but you're not putting back into the pot for them to make interest off, basically.
Well, that's it. Yeah. If you're just using it as a middleman.
Yeah, they don't like that.
No bank likes that.
They want that percentage. They want that interest.
But also, guys, I don't know if anyone suggested any updates for the Discord to come. You can just ping me all night, and I'll see if it's feasible to get it in, because I want to do get some nice little updates in, keep everything fresh, keep everything good. What else do we want to cover?
While you look at that, how's everyone's months been on Etsy? Of course, we're in June now. We're in near enough full swing for the summer. Has anyone transitioned from like the season of summer and so on, or is everyone kind of utilizing what's working and monopolizing their reach on that? Building for Q4 exactly.
It's really weird. Fezzi in the staff chat the other day was like, as if this was a year ago, and it was replied to him this time last year, just finished his GCSEs.
Jesus, I remember that.
Yeah, so do I. He's like, oh, I've just had my last GCSE.
We're like, welcome to the big world, big man. You're free.
Yeah.
No, say it was my son's last day at school yesterday, so he's a year behind Fezzi. Exactly.
Fucking hell.
Here we go. Oh fucking hell, you're old.
Yeah, you are fucking old, mate. Went to get coffee with Spook the other week, and you could hear him coming a mile away, his knees scraping, his ankles going.
Like Tintin, man. I needed
oh, my back! Oh, Spook, you alright, mate? Tutorial for outstanding AI photos using Midjourney. I could try. I'm not the best at using Midjourney. I've seen some pretty good prompts.
I'll tell you what, I might have a little bit of sauce for that.
Yeah?
Maybe
we can get something together then.
Yeah. I'll give it to you later, Jay, and that might be exactly what he's looking for.
Spook sauce is tasty. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can find a good meme.
I'll look into that and I'll get it across to you later, Jay, because it's perfect for.
Okay, lovely. Do you have any info on eSIMs? Yeah, like Zona says, they can see the provider behind a SIM. Yeah. What do you do when you get temporary hold on funds message? Just wait. It's basically all you can do. All you can do there. Wait a few days. Yeah. How would you recommend going about getting a Revolut business account? Does Awesome or Companies Made Simple help you get one made limited? Yeah, Awesome does help you. And if you have a limited in the UK, you can just go to them. I think Sugat put it in the free chat or questions free chat. And you go in and it asks for your business details, asks what you do. It wants to see some links, some invoices, whatever. You can just fake some private supplier invoices, make them seem more professional than they are. Obviously, do not commit fraud. You are just using your actual invoices from a supplier and making them look a bit more professional. Yeah. Okay.
Do you have any product research advice? So, Dominic, the best research that you can do is on Etsy itself. There's so many tools out there that you can plug in to help navigate, utilize, and of course get some more background information, like the age of the listing, how many sales it's had, etc., etc. But Etsy itself is just an absolute gold mine with its filtering systems, especially more so now. Because if you find a product that you know that you can source, that the new search to like the new search feature that they've added like 6 weeks ago or something, where you can click on the search bar and it gives you recommended searches based off the listing, then helps you go further into those rabbit holes, and then use the tools like Everbee and or Allura or E-Rank, whatever is at your disposal, whatever one you like the best. They've all got benefits, they've all got negatives, but use them to then look at, right, okay, well, how old is this listing? This listing has sold 300 units in 28 months. It's not worth your time. But if you see something that's sold 48 and it's 1 month old, yeah, there's something to work at there, because in the same length of time, I could be looking at 4,800 fucking sales rather than the 480 over 24 months sort of thing.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's the
it's
thing. It's the argument that always comes up in the chat, right? Of these tools are great, everybody's great, they're all great. They're good indicators. Maybe they'll lead you to products that you would not have found otherwise, but the data they give is always skewed. It's always behind. It's typically wrong. So you use these tools to find listings and find potential products very quickly, and then you use Etsy, right? How often is this selling? Can I see the set, when you click the number of sales on the store page, can I click that? Can I see how many there is, right? When was it last renewed? Is Etsy giving it, sales psychology prompts of 30 bought in the last 24 hours, right? It's just indicator tools and then knowing what to look for.
yeah.
It does get super easy.
And V, I get what you're saying there. 48 not worth my time, 100 plus or nothing. But could that be 48 sales in a 1 month basis, but they've only got two pictures, really shit SEO, and their margins are 78% more, like, on profit? Can you undercut them, still take a lot of cheese off of them, apply more images, and give a better price point slash selling point to, but maybe double the amount of sales that that listing's doing? Always look at the bigger game, not just what's shown in front of you, because what's being shown in front of you could be shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
No shipping there.
That's the other
It's
thing
only
that a lot of people have been talking about is no shipping. Right? Please don't fucking no ship. Get a report back to Etsy, mate. That sounds good. Yeah, please don't no ship. That no shipping is the reason so many bullshit policies and drop shippers get the brunt end of it.
But why do you think it's got harder over the last 2.5 years because of those?
Mm,
Why do you think they've added fees to creating stores?
yeah,
Why do you think, like, so if they're putting holds and 14 days and 20-day holds on accounts? It's not because we're doing a shit job of drop shipping. It's because people are taking money out of the business that then they have to supply and take the collateral damage, paying back customers that have brought products from their platform that have no goods.
yeah, yeah. It's an annoying one because, yeah, like someone said, well, when you get banned, you no ship. It's like, well, kind of, right? When you get banned and you're not sending orders out of those at the end, it's a bit annoying. Ideally, whenever you get paid for an order, you send it out. But then it just gets fucking so messy, man. A lot of
Take eight and send you voice messages at 4 a.m. I think I've had a couple of those voice notes, Seti. They're not nice.
no.
They normally just a repeat of one word.
I think Seti's been playing a lot of Minecraft lately too.
He knows exactly what I'm talking about as well.
Seti rapping. Uh, Well, Zona, I think if your store's older than 6 months and you get banned, they force you in holiday mode for a month, and they're like, right, you're banned. Get your shit together. Get sorted. Um,
Yeah, I've had quite a few stores like that where they actually push, they gently guide you out the door rather
yeah.
than shut the door in your face. They say, listen, you're no longer selling here, but we're going to give you a grace period to clear up shop,
Mhm.
get your orders out. We will pay you, and then you are gone.
Yeah. Don't come back, you filthy animal.
But you tend to only get them on stores. Like I think the ones that it happened to me on was like 3,000 plus stores. You've got a good foothold on their platform, and it's just like they don't want to let you go, but they're forced to, sort of job.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly, Zona. That's what everyone would want. Look, okay, you're banned. Clean up shop. We're gonna monitor. If you're not putting details in, you ain't getting paid, right? But instead, it's just they just force it on you. Just fuck you.
Yeah,
Listen up, Etsy reps. Yeah, there's probably loads of them in here,
copter being one.
but it's why you've got to be bulletproof on the platform, right? You've got to have multiple stores, multiple different methods, selling multiple different things. Maybe you even run some digi stores. Maybe you even play in POD if you want to, or you're doing something in house and you're drop shipping too, right? It's just if there's money on the table, you always want to take it. If you have the facilities and the knowledge to make money in an area, you go for it. Um, you know, it's like Zona. I think Zona's fucking touching all bases in ecom. You got Kotler. I think he does OFM and Etsy. You know,
Mainly OFM.
Mainly OFM now. Yeah, just OF. Okay, just he just does OF. Um,
He
you
ain't got a
know,
manager.
no one wanted him.
he's, he's the lead runner.
He's paying people to manage him. Please, you know. But it's like everyone in here is smart enough to make money with Etsy, right? You're making money on Etsy, and you bulletproof yourself, right? How can I keep this money always coming in? Um, it basically consumes you. It should be your life. It should be all you do, right? It's very strange, right? Very strange that the people who spend 18 hours a day grafting, consumed by it, working, improving, asking all the right questions at all the right times, are the ones that make money. The ones that make a lot of it. It's what it is.
Sorry.
Work equals life, and life equals work. Damn right.
I got the trouble there.
Especially at the age most of us are in here. I know Spooks think he's close to retirement, but I'm 26. A lot of
I ain't gonna
people.
be allowed. I don't think my partners in crime are gonna let me retire. Jesus, it,
You ain't ever
it took
fucking
some teeth.
retiring, son.
It took some teeth pulling to get a 2 week holiday for my kids.
Yeah. Little do you know, you ain't going. You're just waving. Asking the right
Spread the
questions to the right people. That's exactly it. And then executing on what they say. Um,
Google's pre-ordered coffin last month. Jesus Christ.
fucking hell.
The
I know
thing
he's.
is, the way I see it, lads. all you lot are pretty much half my age. If I can do it very successfully, there's no reason why you can't.
Yeah.
And you should be a level faster than me.
Quarter. Yeah, I was gonna say. Don't insult him. I mean, yeah,
There might be a
I'll go to your 60th, mate. Yeah, pop us an invite. I think it's coming up, isn't it?
next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
12. Yeah, Big Cock does 12. Right, I think we've gone over everything we wanted to. Again, any updates? I want to get those weekly little group small sessions. 10 people in, go over everything, shoot the shit. They were good fun. Yeah, yeah. It's just any issues, put them in the chat. We still haven't had a Mafia meetup. Mate, we should do a meetup at like a fucking.
I've seen some of the people in this Discord, and it'll be like a Hills of Eyes convention.
Yeah.
Be like Daddy Daycare Centre, fucking day out.
For what? For group calls, do you need to go to WAP and pay for that feature? No, mate, it'll be in. The group calls are all in Diamond. Like, not everything. If you're Diamond, basically everything we do is in Diamond, other than coaching with Spook. Like the 3 day method, we could have sold for like $2.5 a pop, but now we just dropped it in fucking Diamond. Jamie, you're gonna charge us to come like Craig? Only you, Liam. It will be $5 for you. Everyone else, it will be free. Because you're gonna pay that $5 will be for the drinks and the food.
And
Yeah.
and that $5 actually to join the call, it's just for a 1-page PDF.
But it's like, well, if we did a meetup, I wouldn't want to do it where it's like one of those rooms where everyone's sat down and I'm at the front with a whiteboard. You just want to be like a big table and then go to a fucking casino or just a bar or something. Just wherever you can sit down and just chat naturally. It's a bit weird when you're there with a whiteboard and everyone's quiet taking notes. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be weird. Right, guys, thanks for coming. This is the Etsy Mafia meetup. My name's Jamie.
It's like a timeshare sales pitch.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, guys. I know you all had to. If you stay for the first 3 hours, there will be sandwiches. Meet up at the Euros final. It would just be good to like. I don't know. In-person 3-day payout tutorial. Oh, fucking hell. Well, that's the thing, Cut there. You got to consider not everyone drinks. Not everyone does the same things, right? So it's like difficult on what to do.
Do like paintballing or something.
Oh, fuck, that ain't gay. How can you do
Let me
Etsy
shoot
and not drink?
with a paintball and see if you see if it means you're gay if you're shooting it.
Actually, imagine that. Just a massive paintball fucking meetup.
Exactly.
Like 3 people turn up.
And you put against pros. Right. Here's a quick story for you. I went paintballing for a stag do. We ended up going against these pros that came with all the camo gear, their own guns and stuff. We got absolutely wrecked. These guys were like head deep in swamp waters with just their gun hanging out of water, just shoot. We didn't even know where we were getting shot from. It was the worst experience I've ever had in my life. And the 330 little bruises all over my body showed that it was just a bad time.
Yeah, I ain't done paintball in years.
trip to meet Andrew in China. Andrew's too busy. He ain't allowed a day off.
God
And
no.
now you want to take time? Well,
And they
he's getting
bruise
married.
never again.
He's a busy man.
Paintballing, but with real guns. Cotner, we'll all have real guns. You will have a Nerf gun, and it'll all be against us, against you.
He'll still win.
Still winning.
I told you.
You will need to chain me to a tree. Oh, fuck it. How many employees does Andrew have? He tag teams it with his brother, doesn't he? And then they have some in the warehouse.
Altogether, the team makes up 12 people. But the two front runs and the two heads that you see is, of course, him and his brother. And his brother's been with him for about 6 months. So a lot of the vets in here will actually know Andrew when it was just Andrew. But we actually made a ploy for him to increase his employees, as well as, of course, bring someone else online to take some of the slack, because you'll find that JoJo's online for product sourcing for 16 hours a day. That fella never sleeps,
No.
and then takes care of all the pricing.
Capo
And yeah,
guns.
has 4 contacts that you actually speak to, like Gage, Nicky, himself, and there's another one that's, it might be Zero or something. But his warehouse is absolutely humongous. That's
Yeah.
the
Some of them
that's
have
got
mad operations. Do you dropship guns?
behave Salam.
Do you know when you can do your delivery profiles?
Yeah.
He doesn't have everywhere else. He just has Afghanistan.
He's selling AK-47 firing pins. Katana shop. So, funny story on that. The likes of katanas, they do sell, but the likes of good luck getting them through customs, and also they don't show up on all countries'
No.
platforms.
Is it Gray who does a case study of one of his stores that sold katanas or knives of some sort? It's like that store must have just been riddled with problems. I think it was just America only, and I don't know where he was sourcing from. Maybe he had an American supplier. Yeah, that Valorant knives.
Yeah, the old CS copper.
If anyone played CS:GO.
Yeah. Jesus, don't put that on camera, man. You're cancelled.
This is a replica knife. This is not. It's not metal. It's completely plastic, 3D printed.
Oh, nice.
It would
Just
bend.
wait for the.
It's made of wood. It's made of wood. It's actually rubber. Bro cashed out his CS:GO knife. Mate, when I played CS:GO, I played it for years. But when I first started, I think it was 2014. Back in the old day when it was Operation Vanguard, at the end of one of the mission, the campaign or whatever it's called, Operation Missions, mate, I got an M4A1S Knight in 2014. Then it was 150 quid. And it was fucking insane. And then I just traded with it. And Jamie, what's your daily routine? Mate, my daily routine is fucked at the minute. It's terrible, mate. It's just sleep and wake up whenever and just at my desk. That's it. I just have no control over my sleep at the minute. Only when I'm awake is just at my desk doing stuff. Normally I have a pretty good routine. And it is something I did want to talk about on this call. Like, one of the most important things about your routine is your routine has to be built up of things you want to do. Like, these people that say, like, yeah, yoga, meditation, read 20 pages of a book, do this, do that. It's like, well, before you've even started working, you've had to do an hour prep, right? Your routine should just be... Oh, fucking hell, cut there. Like, your routine should just be what you want to do, knowing it's going to be for the best. So at the minute, it should just be product research, getting products up, opening stores. And for as long as you have free time in the day, away from other, commitments, i.e. work, family, whatever, school, it should just be that. Right? None of this, I've got to read, I've got to meditate, I've got to do breath work. Worry about that shit down the line. Worry about that stuff when you've got to optimize your thought process because you're just fried.
It's all just about consistency, right?
Does jewelry from China turn your fingers green? No, what it does is it absorbs stress. Right? And when your finger turns green, that means the ring has absorbed too much stress and you need to buy a replacement. They can be on a monthly subscription plan, £50 a month for one each month. Same again. If the ring breaks, absorb too much stress. Right? But they're on the subscription plan. They're MRR scamming. Jamie, you are a box fan. I mean, absolutely. I love a bit of box, but depends what box you mean. The higher quality rings makes you purple. That is true.
But on a serious level, George, a majority of them don't. They do actually state if they're stainless steel or if they're tungsten or if they're plated.
Sterling or
it's came a long way from where your fingers used to turn green. I don't think possible unless you're getting them out of those little pound twisting machines where you get the ball with a ring inside it. That you shouldn't be going green.
No.
Thought I slide that in there to answer that before we went down that rabbit hole.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing too is, well, if you're selling jewelry and you're selling quite a lot of it, just order it in yourself. It's only going to be a few quid. Order it to you, test it, get your own photos, boom. Right? Check the reviews on, AliExpress, or if they're on Etsy. What are the customers who are actually getting the product saying? If in the comments they're saying it's snapped after its first wear, then avoid.
I think we've answered all the questions. I think it's kind of just going down rabbit holes now.
Yeah. But yeah, your routine should just be getting as much work done as possible, learning as much as you can, trying to speak to people, right? Trying to meet new connections within the Discord, work with people. We need to get active in the voice chats again. We spoke about that because that was great to meet new people and get everyone talking and working together and growing.
Yeah, definitely.
Fucking hell, mate. That V needs to uncapitalize. It needs to go back down to a lowercase. Fucking hell. It needs to go down to a TV. Train EV. Yeah. Routine's subjective. It is. You just need to analyze, where are you making your most money? What makes you feel good? What makes you get the most done? And do that. If you want to be a geek, then work all day. That's me.
That's the thing, though, right? It's a matter of you want to work all day to get your foundations in place. Then, once you streamline, like we were talking about earlier about your operation, you can get it to the point where you might be taking 8 hours to do something. Get it streamlined down to 3.5. You've now got 5 hours to play and do whatever you want. At the start, you will be having these long, grindy days. You want to be pushing forward. If you're hungry enough, you will continue to push forward. You will fill in extra hours for research. You will fill extra hours in for building stores or creating stores or establishing the foothold of a whole new catalog with the likes of the private suppliers and stuff. You can fill that time with more proactive work. You don't want to get into a pattern where you're spending 12 hours at your desk and you're finding 4 hours in the day you're just shooting the shit when you want to be making millions, because you ain't going to get there if you're just shooting the shit.
This one's actually real. Yeah, Khalid. I mean, it is very important to, you work all day, you do as much work as you can, but you want some kind of health stuff. You want, ideally, I go on a walk every day for like half an hour and I just try and think. I do a lot of jiu-jitsu. I'm not an expert. I'm shit at it, but I do a lot of jiu-jitsu. Trying to do more martial arts, go to the gym. It is important to have some kind of, what would the term be? Like stress relief. Some kind of way to like put out a lot of energy. And it's ultimately it's going to help you work more. Right, you're going to be there sat at the gym listening to something, just waiting for your next set, and you're going to think, oh fucking hell, I could do it that way. Why haven't I targeted this? Why haven't I targeted that? Right, just when you're there just doing absolute nothing is when you think of it a lot. Like Duds always bangs on about how he takes half-hour showers just so he can like do nothing and he comes up with his best ideas. But having some kind of way to put out energy is essential. Stop. Yeah. Right, we've gone on for nearly an hour and 20. I have been recorded. I hope it actually worked. But yeah, shall we wrap up here? Again, we've had one idea about the AI for mid-journey photos. We'll look into that. But any more ideas on what to get added? Audits will be done. Duds put me on rejuvenating floating sesh. Yeah, he always does them. I've never done one, I don't think. It's like deprivation tank. You lay in a tank of water in enclosed capsule thing, and it's just pitch black, and you float, and there's no sound, and
like salt water stuff, isn't it? What makes you float in the middle of it, sort of thing.
Yeah, something like that. But no, appreciate you all joining. I know it's a Saturday night. So yeah, we'll keep you updated with the next call, and I'll get this call uploaded into the past calls channel. I'll upload the video tonight, probably post it in the morning if there's no issues. But yeah, appreciate your time, folks.
Good night, all.
Cheers, Spoog.
All good, mate. Catch you soon.